So our last match here is going to be Fei Yen versus Zane. And this is a Royal Paladin user from last time. Gave me a really good match that honestly could have went either way. First ride is a perfect guard. That's never a good sign. It's not the worst. It's better than a misride. And Fei Yen does the same. And unlike Zane, Fei Yen can't get it back because, well, he does have Legion. He got a critical trigger as well. Luckily, a draw trigger came from it. I expect this to be a difficult match just because I remember from last time, but I wonder. Another perfect guard in the damage. No guard the Vanguard. And that was a Kitchen Sailor. Draw trigger. But that's 19k. Needs 10 to block. And there's the pathetic Jewel Knight. And with Sword Me in the rear guard, he uses the ability to Superior Call Sherry. And then a Black Mantle for good measure. Its ability is not active because it is a Generation Break 1 skill. So even with 2 rear guard grade 2s, it's only 9k and it won't give a soul charge and unflip, which is why it went for the rear guard instead. Zane rides Tetra Burst Dragon, which means we're going to see Legion. If not now, then eventually. First attack is intercepted, and the second one is 21k, which yields a no guard. A critical trigger for Zane, the Supersonic Sailor. And no triggers for Fei Yen, which means the 19k attack couldn't be blocked. He's already at 5 damage to 2. And he has to use Gobblade. If Zane has the ability to guard this attack, it could mean the end of the match. Never mind, Fei Yen understands this and instead makes sure that he can keep units on the field anyway. If this Gobblade hits, he's probably going to get another Sword Me. That is at least the third Sword Me. No, the fourth, because one is in damage. So he is out of Sword Me. Draw trigger on the damage check. And now Zane can Legion. And he does have 4 battles because of Starless's ability. Gains 3,000 and switches sides after Legion. Tries to get a grade 3 from Eric, and he successfully gets one, Maelstrom. And with that, he has columns that can do 4 battles that all will hit. Opting not to give the extra 5,000 in the critical, which is fine because of perfect guard. So now any triggers can go to the rears. Gives it to the Tidal Assault. That's going to be really difficult to deal with now. And a heal trigger as well. If I was him, I'd also give that power to Tidal Assault, and he does. So attack 11 to the Vanguard and then give him the Tidal Assaults to deal with. The first one is 19k, needs a 10k to block, and it's 2 critical, and then on restand it only loses 5,000 power, but then he'll boost it for 7,000. No, he's doing the 26k attack first, getting as much guard out of it as possible. And now this is 14. It would have been the same guard either way. And now Fei Yen is forced to use Saint Blow and expend every one of his resources to try to mount some sort of an offense. If Zane has a perfect guard, it could be over right here. If he doesn't, it could be over right here anyway. And it looks like Fei Yen ran out of grade 2s. So if Zane can't guard this, if Zane can guard this, he can probably guard the rest. But if he can't guard this, then he'll likely lose to it. Without a perfect guard, this is really difficult. And if he had one, he would have dropped it by now. So I think he's trying to figure out if he has enough to guard this and the rears. Keep in mind, if a critical doesn't come in the drive checks, then he can take one of the rear attacks. And the other ones should only be about 5k if anything. So he does have the ability to drop his entire hand for this if need be. He did double trigger, which is 31. That intercept would be 36. He's going for it. He's going for the guard. 31, 41, 46. That's a 2 pass. No, wait, that's a 1 pass. I'm sorry. So 1, 2, draw trigger at the very end. If this is a heal, it's not. That one draw trigger at the very end decided everything. I can only guess that last card is a grade 3. Otherwise, Zane would have used it to defend. Good games. On to the next one.